What's up, y'all? This your boy Charles Gregory.
And I'm your girl, Madim Touch.
Today's show, we have Daina. And I heard she was Philly's finest.
What? Well, I'm glad she's on our show. Yeah. And we got a banging love relationship topic that I know you love oh so much.
Well, don't forget about our good news and bad news.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah. Look, don't turn the channel.
It's your boy Charles Gregory.
And I'm your girl, Madim Touch.
And this is Talk the Talk. I'd like to welcome everyone back to another episode of Talk the Talk, where if you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I'm your host, Charles Gregory, with my beautiful co-host.
What up, world? It's your girl, Madim Touch, in the building.
Yeah. So what's up, Touch? What's the word with you?
What's good? Look, give me some good news, give me some bad news.
All right.
But give me the bad news first.
Bad news first. Okay, this is interesting, right?
Okay.
You might want to hold on to your seat, because apparently Colombian woman. Okay, so listen to this, right?
Okay.
You gotta hold on. So apparently a Colombian woman.
Okay.
Who was told by their mother in order to not, be, pregnant for like contraception, to put a potato in your thing.
Oh my goodness.
In your vajayjay.
A potato?
A potato in your vajayjay.
You can't do nothing with the potato in there.
Hey, so look, but that's not the half of it, right? That's not the half of it.
Okay.
Apparently, I didn't know this, but the potato grew some.
Oh my gosh! Stuff in her?
Yeah, so she was having complications of cramping, and the doctor found out that something was growing inside of her, and it was a potato.
Oh my God! So that was like the most uncomfortable bad news that you had to deliver.
I know. You see, it
oh my God, that's bad news.
That's bad news, right?
That's bad. That give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. So apparently, moms, if you're trying to deter your daughters and stuff from, all that good stuff, don't tell them to put potato in their vajayjay. I think the problem was she was probably being sarcastic.
And the girl really
took it,
Idiots.
It happened in Colombia, so
Lord. Alright, so what's the good news?
Right. So the good news. Okay, so Charlie Brown this year turned 64. Can you believe it? Yeah, and he's still going strong. That's still one of my Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Look, don't get me started, because I was pissed off. Charlie Brown came on, and my show didn't come on instead, and I'm like, I was like, Charlie Brown!
Man, Charlie
but that's good, that's good.
Charlie Brown 64 is still going strong.
They get money.
Look, that's one of those cartoons that everyone loves, cross cultures, from the newborns all the way up to like 64 years old, the baby boomers.
Yeah, good humor for adults and children. So that's good. Awesome. That's nice note. All right, well look, y'all, we got more talk coming up next. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
Coming up next on Talk the Talk.
Hi, I'm Daina Oliver, and I'm the winner of the Plus Size in the City Philly's Finest Contest. For Philadelphia, with the women we have here, in all sizes, I just don't think it was enough.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more Talk the Talk.
Thanks for staying tuned in to Talk the Talk, where if you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I'm your host, Charles Gregory with my beautiful co-host.
What up, y'all? It's Touch here.
Touch is in the building. What's up, Touch? What's really good, man? Yeah. How you been?
Good. We're here in your favorite segment of the show.
My favorite segment of the show. Everyone knows my favorite segment of the show are the interviews, and I'm here with now. Not only is the interviews, but you want to talk fashion, the models. I love the models, but we have a great interview here with someone who we can say congratulations to. Yes, Miss Daina for winning. What was it? Plus size in the city. What was it that you win? We gotta give you kudos. They called us was like a talk the talk. We got a winner.
Yeah.
Plus size model. Well deserved. I said, we have to have her on the show. Let's bring her here. So how are you, Miss Daina?
Oh, I'm fine, and I'm glad to be here.
Oh, fantastic. So before we get into you, right, everything about you, the beautiful plus size models, right? Let's talk a little bit about what was kind of like plus size in the city. What was that about, you know?
To my knowledge, Plus Size in the City was a group that held about maybe at the time back in January about 12,000 members.
Wow.
I'm sorry, about a little less than 4,000 members, and now it has a total of 4,000 members. And Carrie Walker, CEO of Plus Size in the City, does a great job with motivating and initiating women of larger sizes. You know, perhaps like anything over 12. You know, to share their figures, share their form with the world, you know, show their beauty.
And the size 12 isn't really big.
I know.
It's
I'm
like, you know, this whole term of plus size, you know, it's kind of like, well,
anything over 12, I think they consider just about going into the plus. Me personally, I'm a 14, so I fit in the category of being a plus size model.
And I love how it's a social media group for women to empower each other, right? So you guys all have something in common, and it's not like a bashing thing. It's like, I saw the pictures. There's some pretty fly, I mean, really good photography that's on
You can really go on Plus Size in the City and have a great look at beautiful women who are not doing the average pictures on the Facebook, and just kind of a little more classier.
It's very tasteful. So how did you even apply? Like, how does it work? You just signed up and...
You know what I did? Actually, one evening I was just laying around. I was kind of bored, so you know, you scroll through on the internet, and he was advertising that he needed more plus size models. And you know, something said, you can do that, Daina. You know, you might can't go with the girls that are a size 2, you know, and different things like that. But I said, I think I could fit in with that group. And Kerry Walker was very responsive, very welcoming. He had an email address. I sent him a few pictures, and he called me, and we went from there.
Awesome.
We went from there.
So how'd you win? What does it take to win this thing?
It takes a lot of votes, but the contest is over within 3 to 4 days.
Oh, wow. That's pretty fast.
I won like kind of fast because the days were quick, and still in all, everybody's working now, you know, so if you don't have enough time to network with people to vote for you, it's like...
So how'd you get your votes? Because I heard you
I took it to the street. I took it to the street. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yes, I took it to the street. I went up around the college area. I work not too far from there, from community college. So, and during the breakfast and the lunch hour, I worked those students.
Okay.
I walked up to them. I said, hi. I said, hey, y'all, would you like to support me?
No, I want you to do it like you did it to them.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I was like, hey, excuse me, would you mind supporting me with the vote? I would like to be a plus size model for Philadelphia. Plus size in the city. You know, some people were like, and I was on my phone and I had it all ready for it. I went right to my page form, pulled it up, and a lot of people were very responsive to me, and they helped me. They actually took time out of their day to pull me up on the book and vote for me. So that was like really cool. The other beautiful girls on the site that were in the competition with me, they were gaining on me all the time. So I had to get up on my feet. I said, I'm not gonna be able to do this just with my base from the book. So
So what do you think separated you from them, you know?
I'm gonna tell you what separated me from them. I went out and I politicked for my vote. You know, I kept
all the way
I kept at it. Like I would change up pictures. So far as when I would ask them to hit the link, I would put a different picture with a different link every time, like that. I kept them interested. I kept it fresh. I just kept going back and it was a little weird at first because I've never had to depend on people to help me to get you know, to a goal or something like that. So at first I was a little nervous. I was like, oh, they're gonna laugh at you. They're not gonna vote for you.
That takes a lot of confidence though, because I can't imagine myself like saying, hey, can you go to my picture and like my picture, and like cold calling pretty much going like that takes,
I'm a native of West Philadelphia, so
hey, West Philly in the house.
I'm used to hitting the street.
All right,
you know
all
what I mean?
right.
And you know, and that's something I think a lot of politicians can take a note out of your book, you know, because a lot of them, they're just on TV kind of just saying, vote for me, you need to vote for me, but they're not really going out shaking hands and kissing babies. You pretty much hit the street.
You know, each one help one.
Hey, I love that, and I love the Philly support Philly. We talk about that. We hashtag that all the time.
Philly support Philly. Hashtag Philly support Philly. Yeah.
And Philly was supporting you.
Philly was supporting.
And there are a lot of plus size women in Philly, like you know, that are beautiful. I mean, you got women, you know, Asia and Kindred's family. I mean, just really showing that, and at some point, right, we're gonna have to remove the plus piece, right? Just a beautiful woman, right? Just model, you know.
I think we should,
you know.
But I in a way, I like to hold on to the plus size.
Okay.
I like to hold on to it because it differentiates in size,
Your own segment.
and it's nothing wrong with being big and beautiful or bigger and beautiful. You know, as long as you're healthy, your skin is healthy. You know, and there's so many beautiful women on that site, on plus size in the city. It's just like, I was surprised that I was off and running with those votes like I was. After a while, I was like, you're gonna get this. I wanted it, you know, it meant something to me to represent Philadelphia as a plus size model. And I
want you to hold that thought because I want to get more into, like, you know, just, you know, what it actually, you know, what were some of the rules, you know, what did you feel was different from that competition than other competitions? But we got to cut to a break real quick. Quick little program break, so I don't want y'all to go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Talk to Talk, y'all.
Coming up next on Talk the Talk.
Philadelphia, with the women we have here, you know, in all sizes, I just don't think it was enough. That was it that initiated their photo to the competition, because I still think it's a negative stigma.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more Talk the Talk.
These are hard times to find love, either we're jaded or over-involved. But I can't go on living this way. Trust me, baby, if I had my say, I'm a perfect lady with nick tendencies. They say they love it till they hate it when they can't balance the perks and penalties. They search for ministries to go to purge the chemistries. Our two bodies made as we laid as one. And what like on the Turkish money trees, like a hurt little honeybee who won't share her nectar no more. These niggas we hollering out the window. Touch these figures, we show you how the end go. You and your kinfolk. I am the product of a broken home. So when they say love it and leave it alone, I choose the latter. Make my man his microphone, I pour my sugar in his batter. I'm trying to get that KKK to all the men I've loved before. Pour out a little liquor on the dining room floor. My pies the more. And please know my heart hurts, cause I wish that I could be the type of woman that would stand beside you faithfully. Wish I could hear a sappy love song and just believe that any two people were meant to be eternally. I wish it didn't have to be this way, but I'd be lying if I told you there was something you could say to make me stay. To find love, either we're jaded or over-involved. But I can't go on living this way. Trust me, baby, all that I can say. Where did I go? Stay, baby. Where did I go? Stay. to find love. Show no love. Oh, baby, don't show no love. You don't show no love. Why don't you show no love? Hey,
Thanks for staying tuned in. Talk the talk, y'all. If you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I'm your host and my beautiful co-host.
What up, y'all? Touch here.
Yes. And before we left out, before we went to our break, we talking to a Daina, plus size in the city. Congratulations to her. She won that thing, y'all. And she came straight to talk to do the interview first. That's right, because that's how we do. So Daina, let's jump right into, we was talking about like some of the rules and some of the things that they were going on, but I'm really interested in how many people actually, I guess came out to the competition or applied to be, plus size in the city,
I don't think it was enough.
Right, okay.
For Philadelphia, with the women we have here, in all sizes, I just don't think it was enough. That was it that initiated their photo to the competition, because I still think it's a negative stigma against being heavy set as a model or a larger woman as a model, a plus size model. I think a lot of women that I was talking to while I was in the competition wanted to be a part of it, would have loved to be a part of it, but their first thing was, well, I'm kind of heavy. I've got too much of this, or I've got too much of that. The confidence level wasn't there. But what I always try to express to them about this site, plus size in the city, every woman is welcome. And that's even if you're not a plus size, you're still welcome. But majority of the love and support comes through us knowing that we're expressing our beauty as larger women, and there's no name calling, there's no ostracizing, no picking, different things like that. No one does anything like that. It's just really about encouragement of the diva and encouragement of the beauty. And one of the rules were it cut off at a certain time, like during the evening. And like I said, that was kind of trying, I believe, for some of the other girls, because you still have to work and
that was a job for you, hitting the street and getting all those likes and everything.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the confidence piece, right? So to be a part of this group, it kind of gets the ball rolling as far as building your confidence and saying, okay, I'm gonna own what I am, what I look like, and be proud of it. But then you still have people in that same community still not proud of it amongst their own group. So what do you say to the young women out there, the younger girls, the teenagers who don't understand that when they get into their 20s and 30s that they need to be a part of communities like this?
You know what? I know we all were younger teenagers before, very healthy, different. And I notice with a lot of young women, they think they'll never age, But I try to tell them, just take care of yourself. You will age. You will put on pounds. You won't always look like you're 10.
Right.
But as long as you're healthy and you take care of yourself, just stay beautiful. Keep it beautiful. Keep it beautiful. Don't let it slide off.
And beautiful is what's inside a lot of times, right? Because I don't care how much makeup you have on, what your outfit look like. If you nasty,
you don't feel good, you don't look good.
Okay?
You gotta feel good.
Don't nobody want to sit down and talk to you.
Ratchet.
You just as ugly as,
That's right.
And I think a lot of women don't get that piece. Like your soul, talking to you, you're a happy person, you're a beautiful person. And
plus size in the city has helped that tremendously. Like, look where I'm at now because of plus size in the city.
Yeah.
I've taken a step off of the sidewalk into the studio. Yeah.
Right.
So
Hey, that's something.
Well, we appreciate you coming to talk the talk.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is this it? You gonna do more competitions? More? What's next? You won. Like that's not easy.
I'm here, and I'm just gonna stick to the grind. I mean, hopefully I'll meet some new people. I'll rub some shoulders. You know what I mean?
With that said, there's nothing else left to be said. But look, how can all our viewers? We're podcasting too. We're podcasting too. We're in Australia, the UK, Japan. Yeah, so how can they even find you and get in contact with you?
It is so many people on Plus Size in the City from around the world.
Okay.
But you can always reach me at Daina Oliver at Gmail 7392gmail.com. Excuse me, y'all. That's Daina Oliver 7392 at gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I love having you here. Love, we gotta hang out, girl, because you sound like a lot of fun.
That's right.
Awesome. Look, y'all don't turn the channel. We got more Talk the Talk coming up next, y'all.
Today's episode of Talk the Talk is sponsored by Lord of the Kitchen Cupboard, providing private chef services and catering. Visit their Instagram page at Lord of the Cupboard. If you want to be a sponsor for Talk the Talk, email us at wetalkphilly@gmail.com.
What up, world? It's your girl, Madim Touch. You're watching Talk the Talk. I got my man, Charles Gregory, over there holding me down. But Charles is important in this segment, because this is my favorite segment of the show.
Boring.
Love and relationships. So our boy Tony hit the streets, and he asked everybody a really important question. I'm going to ask you a question. Think about it, okay? Don't come up with nothing crazy, neither. Looks or humor? Which one's going to get you further, okay? In relationships, in life, which one's going to get you further? My man Tony hit the streets. Let's see what people have to say.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tony with Talk to Talk. We're in West Philly, and the question today is, what will get you further? Is it going to be good looks? I know. Or humor? Let's see what the people have to say about it.
I would say humor, because looks can be short term, but when you're 60, 70, 80 years old, you still have your humor. And so while everyone appreciates good looks, I think humor goes a lot farther and lasts a lot longer.
Let me see. Naturally being human, my first reaction, someone better looking than me would make me feel very jealous and probably very insecure.
No, I've really never thought about something like that.
Humor, baby, humor.
Why is that?
Because if she can keep me laughing, she can keep it lasting.
I'd be very offended if the person was not as good looking. You know what I mean? I feel like I did something wrong. You know what I mean? Because I could understand if it was somebody more attractive, more money, whatever. It just stands out and shines a little brighter. You know what I mean? As far as material goes. But if it was just somebody like, random off the street, I don't know.
Good looks.
Why is that?
Absolutely. Well, that's the basis of everything. Just like this young lady right here. When she sees me, she says I'm good looking. She might want to get to know me, and everything is square after that.
Well, looks will be good for a start, but I think having a good sense of humor has carrying power.
But then when it came down to it, if it was someone not as nice looking, I would wonder if it was deeper, like a soulful connection. If it wasn't just a physical connection that made him want to step out on me. So that would actually bother me more.
I wouldn't be upset at all.
Why not?
Because I'm a man. And just like she came along, another one will.
I hope someone would find someone who is even crazier than I am.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? I mean, do you want them to be ugly so you think you've got something over them, or do you want them to be better looking so at least that's some reason that maybe, she strayed because she was just drawn away by his magnetic looks?
I wouldn't be upset at all.
Why not?
Because I'm a man. And just like she came along, another one will.
So that was really interesting, and
you already know.
Tony knows how to bring the crazy out of people a little bit, and it seems like folks are liking the humor more.
Yeah,
So
we funny. Guys are funny.
He thinks
he
he's
did
funny.
he did a good job though. I gotta shout him out.
Yeah.
He did an excellent job.
Yeah,
yo.
humor is good and all. Well, let me ask you. What do you think? Looks or humor? Which one's gonna get you further?
All right. Well, I believe. Funny.
The funny.
The funny. You can roll
Flat
up
out.
on it, get, hey, what's your name? What's your sign?
Yeah, that's
that
real
type
funny.
of thing. You see, that's what I'm saying. She gonna laugh, and then you going for the kill, hook reel, and pull her in. Right, get him.
Well, humor is important, but like if you look like shot out, like just not well put together, you ain't getting nowhere. no job, no relationship. If you look a mess, ain't nobody trying to talk to you.
Look what did Biggie said? Black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you know, he was funny.
But he looked good. He dressed
funny
good,
fly.
so he still fit and looked good because he was dressed.
I mean, if you say
but
that.
you know, but that, you know, it was a really good question, and you know, it's something to think about. But sometimes you need a little bit of both. Sometimes you need a little bit of both. All right. Well, look. Fun stuff. Y'all stay tuned. Don't turn. We got more Talk coming up next.
When the world
too many niggas on a bus stop. Take a ride through my hood where the buck stops. Sirens firing, buckshots. Young niggas wildin', attitude, oh fuck cops. You can smell the poverty a mile away, and they dreams is feeling like it's a mile away. I pay 100 if I can see a kid smile a day. They out here hustling, trying to get it and find a way. I mean attention in the air thick. In this whip, big beer, speaking Arabic. Praying to Allah, hoping for forgiveness. Turn to the streets, get right back to business. Feeding your fam is priority. By any means, when it ain't work for minorities. We in the trap, in other words, we be trapping. Forever stuck in the trap. Now tell me next what's gonna happen. We ghetto living, we ghetto driven. Never mistaken for what the ghetto it isn't. I blur these words, I'm heard, the ghetto listen. I speak for those that feel the ghetto is prison. We ghetto living, we ghetto driven. Never mistaken for what the ghetto it isn't. I blur these words, I'm heard, the ghetto listens. Damn, why it take kids getting killed out in New Town? For the murder of kids to make it news now. Our sons and daughters been dying for years. The mother's been crying, the husband hurting, nobody hears. What a black life ain't worth it. Should've dealt with the problem before it surfaced. In your town and now they talking about banning clips. Assault rifles on stifle, but could you answer this? When them bodies was falling out in Chicago, Philadelphia, New Orleans, the 5-4. They turned the blind eye to a whole race. So a good guy had to catch a cold case. Cause a bad guy looking for a whole plate. This killer be killed on the block with no jakes. Waiting to catch you slipping like you on roller skates. When you enter the jungle, you better know the stakes. We ghetto living, we ghetto driven. Never mistaken for what the ghetto it isn't. I blur these words, I'm heard, the ghetto listen. I speak for those that feel the ghetto is prison. We ghetto living, we ghetto driven. Never mistaken for what the ghetto it isn't. I blur these words, I'm heard, the ghetto listens. Damn, I feel a struggle in niggas of the same color. Trying to make a living, dipping the undercovers. They pouring liquor for niggas that's up above us. They see them corners and feel like they gotta hug it. They start to thugging because their fathers didn't love them. Empty plate in their face, you figured they wanted something. The odds were stacked up, the world's against them.
That was a dope episode.
That was hot.
Love Dana, so proud of her. She came through. Tony was out talking to people in the streets, but I love relationship.
I like him.
You had the good news, bad news.
Good news, bad news all day. Yeah,
Okay.
so where can they find us?
Look, if you want more, you can always follow us on Twitter at We Talk Philly, WeTalkPhilly.com, Facebook, We Talk. Do you see the theme?
Yeah.
Instagram, We Talk Philly, and
that's where you can hear us too.
Hey,
we podcasting. Beyond the Pod, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. Shout out to Japan and Australia, all our new viewers. We love them.
Yes, we love them to death. Yeah. Catch us next week, guys. Monday, 9:30, Comcast and Verizon.
That's right.
Philly Cam, we out.
Talk the talk, y'all.